All right, so I just wanted to go ahead and take advantage of the opportunity to show something here and hopefully provide some, general education. Um, this is why it's extremely important that you make sure your roofer knows what he's doing. This is why it's important to make sure that your roofer is a professional roofer, not just a handyman out here fixing stuff. So these folks were charged a couple $1,000s on this flat roof here for two areas, this area and another area over there. This is what they did. They went to Lowe's, bought some acrylic, not even a silicone, an acrylic coating, and just slapped it right over top of this modified bitumen roof. And as you can see, this was never going to work from the start. It does not stick. It just does not stick at all. It comes apart. It doesn't stick. This is not the correct way to do this. You should never apply a silicone or an acrylic roof coating out of a bucket onto a modified bitumen roof. There are so many better ways to do this. As you can see here, and this is all wet underneath as well. You can kind of see the different shade of the original gray. So see what's happened here where it's trapped water. And this is just, I came over here for a few minutes and started kind of peeling this stuff up. And as you can see, it just comes right up. So the question being then, what do you do on a system like this? So coating this roof is never going to work. The proper way to fix a roof like this is if you come over here to this section. So they did the same thing over here, a bunch of roof coating all over the place. It failed, water seeping in everywhere. This is the correct way to do it. So I came over here, I cut this whole entire existing section out, got a layer of base down there, and then a layer of cap sheet over top. I personally chose to torch this particular application because it is quite a low slope, so it's just a little more security. You can use the self-adhering stuff, but my choice is to use torch down here. So, just to wrap things up, this is the correct way to fix a flat roof. Cut out the old section and replace it with new materials. Don't ever come up on a roof, and here's another thing, I have to fix all of these. So I have to re-strip this whole entire roof because at some point the seams started to split a little bit, which is quite common for this particular product. However, this is not how you fix it. You can't come up here with tar and just smear tar all over it, because what ends up happening is it starts cracking. So if we come over, for example, right here, you can see what's happened. So because they've just put this asphalt down directly to this membrane and left it exposed to the sun, it's now cracking even more aggressively. So if we come over here, same thing. See that big old crack? So the ultimate way to fix this, of course, is I'm going to re-strip the roof. Same concept. I'm going to take some cap sheet torch down. I'm going to cut it into 6-inch strips, and then I'm going to torch it right over top of every single one of these seams on the whole entire roof, and that will at least prevent it from leaking. There's not really much other option that you have when you're having to come fix somebody else's screw up. But definitely don't do this, folks. Don't let your roofer do this. If you get a proposal saying anything about just slapping a roof coating on the roof, do not hire them. It is not going to work. You're going to waste your money, and then it's going to cost you even more money for a guy like me to come in and rip all this out and completely redo it and do it right. If this would have been done right the first time, these folks could have saved thousands of dollars. So make sure your roofers are real roofers. Make sure your roofer is a professional roofer, and do not hire handymen to work on your roof.